We're
Hey.
on. Okay, there we
Yeah.
go. Welcome to Democracy Now!
Sure. Go ahead. Go for it.
I'm with your host, Wilfred Padua.
I'm the host. He's the Jeff. And we have a special guest, a good friend of mine, Mr. Matt Wayne.
Hi, thanks for having me.
I guess you're a friend of Jeff's, but
Sure.
you're my good friend.
Yeah, we're good friends.
Yes.
Yeah, you're good friends. We are okay acquaintances.
Yes.
Yeah,
We've met a few times.
sure.
You dirty Bills fan. Did they win their game?
They did.
Sure did.
Yeah. By
They
a
did.
lot.
31-7.
Who did they
Yeah.
play?
The Broncos.
The Broncos.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Even I knew this stuff.
Yeah, they spanked those Broncos.
I tried to watch, but I completely forgot that they were playing.
It's fun. I mean, it was a.
Plus, I was watching Arsenal get their fucking ass handed.
Oh
to
yeah,
them.
you're one of these
no.
soccer
Holy
people.
Yeah, he loves Arsenal.
We're
We.
playing.
Look at him say we.
Yeah, we.
Like he plays.
We're playing Man United, awful team. This is the worst Man United has ever been in history.
See, I don't know anything about soccer. I hear Man United. I'm like, oh, those guys are good.
They usually are.
Yeah.
They have a strong history of being good. And then one of their guys gets a red card. So they're down to 10 men. Usually there's 11 on the field. They're down to 10 men. And we still couldn't beat them. The game goes to penalties, and we lose in penalties.
Well, yeah. You can't beat when men are united.
That's a great point.
The
Yeah.
thing, but
when
when
men get together, they accomplish.
But we're
great
an
things.
arsenal. We have guns.
But
Yeah.
you're not united.
just-
You're all over the damn place.
Yeah,
we
you're
have-
an arsenal.
We have the guns.
A united group of men uses arsenals,
Well, but if they don't have the arsenal, then they're just guys hanging out.
and then they all lose to a beautiful Crystal Palace.
Jeff thinks that Crystal Palace is his team just because he likes CP. Child
Yeah,
porn.
I love child
well,
porn.
Crystal Palace was also it's a very very low level vodka.
Oh
it
yeah.
is?
Yeah, I mean I remember when I bartended in Buffalo at a banquet hall and we had Crystal Palace vodka.
Oh,
I'm
And it's got
Assuming-
like the fake Russian eagles on it. You just put that on there and it's like that's vodka, baby.
oh, nice.
I'm assuming every liquor was low end
Oh yeah, yeah.
at your Buffalo bar.
Yes.
Don't make fun of Buffalo.
Well, I mean it was a
I'm not making fun of Buffalo.
We're Lake Bros.
we are Lake Bros. That's a good point. And Belt Bros. We're on that Rust Belt.
Yeah,
Belt Bros and Lake Bros.
yeah. You leave them alone.
Sorry, my liberal elite came out.
Yeah, we're
all
blue
right.
collar people. How dare you? But I like Crystal Palace because the Lions, when they were doing the Hard Knocks a few years ago, remember that?
Sure.
Oh, you were there. Anyways,
I've lost track of Hard Knocks.
they were on Hard Knocks first time, very exciting. And for some reason, I can't remember, but
Did they give the
Crystal
whole
Palace came to their practice, and they all met a lot of the Crystal Palace guys.
Oh, okay.
So they're somehow connected, and I was like, well, now I love Crystal Palace.
They used to have a guy named Wilfred on the
Really?
team. Yeah, Wilfred Zaha.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what happened to him.
does he do comedy?
Yeah, he's a.
Do you have
Yeah.
to kill him?
Everyone laughs at him, going Zaha ha ha.
Zaha. Yeah,
That's funny.
that's it. Yeah. Here's something that Jeff and I both watched a video about MSG,
The ingredient.
the ingredient.
Mhm.
Yes.
And I went out and I found MSG,
Like pure
pure
street legal.
Yes.
Wait, you can just buy? What's it look like?
It looks like this.
Oh, you have it.
Yeah,
So this is just a bag of MSG.
yeah,
In what form? What's in the bag? Is it smaller bags? Is it individually wrapped MSGs?
yeah,
It looks like salt.
yeah. It is I mean,
Sure, this isn't just salt.
MSG is a form of salt.
Oh, it's salt.
Monosodium
Oh yeah, it's salt.
glue something. Glue.
It's salty
glucate.
as hell.
So that's all it is. It's just
Can I see
salt.
this?
Salty salt.
It's
It'll
well,
get your heart going.
so salt is just the
Explain salt. to
Can
me.
I hold the MSG?
salt is just the
Thanks, pal.
component of salt, and then this has salt plus the glucose aspect of it too.
Oh, so there's glue in that salt,
There's glucose or glue. It's
like jelly.
like
Isn't glucose jelly?
why am I thinking it's like bread?
You're thinking of carbohydrates.
Glucose is just sugar.
Yes, something like
So
that.
it's
I don't know.
sugar salt.
So
So what did you?
so
Why
here's
did you? What are you gonna do with all that?
Chug it.
Well, the whole reason I got
Can
it
I put
was
some in my
'cause
tea?
I was gonna we're gonna do a little taste test.
Oh,
I got nice bread, very good bread. Very
I was wondering what this
expensive,
was
nice
when I
bread.
walked in here. You had snacks like it was some kind of party. I thought
We
that
also-
was just protocol
Does it
for
mess
the
with tea?
podcast.
It is how podcasts should be.
Yeah,
Um,
there should be snacks.
I don't think it meshes with the tea.
Why not?
I'll let you know because I watched this guy do a taste test.
Don't do it, Jeff. Come
And
Put
on.
a little bit in there.
That's also like nothing.
I thought this stuff was strong.
It's not that strong.
I thought it was super salty salt.
That was barely a pinch.
I'll pinch you.
So I figured
cheeks
we'd
out.
all eat a piece of bread, and then because Jeff also doesn't really understand the idea of umami.
Holy smokes.
Okay.
Shut up. Shut up.
Like umami
Mm.
doesn't understand it like as a category of
As a category of flavor,
flavor. Yeah.
How is it a category of flavor?
it's
Do you get it?
I mean, I've heard it. I don't
a fellow
ever
blue
say
collar.
it. I don't say it because I'm not walking around umamis. It just doesn't seem right to me.
What do you think it is, though? Describe it.
Umami is like it's I think mushrooms. Are those?
sure they've got umami.
Yeah, they got a little umami in there.
What?
What else is umami? Umami. It's creepy. I think I'm just scared of it because of the mommy.
Well, here's what I've got: a piece of toast
do
with
you mean
just butter and salt on it.
Okay.
And then I've got a piece of toast with butter, a little bit of salt, and some MSG, which is it's umami flavoring.
Okay.
So it would
Wait,
it's
so the bread and the butter without MSG is not umami.
no mommy.
no mommy.
Isn't umami just savory?
Umami's a little I don't know, it's different.
This is This is like the monetary theory. We were
I
just
can't
watching.
explain umami, but
But
I
the-
know it when I taste it. I'm like,
But
ooh, mommy.
we can go through this and taste the toast and see what the difference would be.
So umami is just MSG.
MSG creates a different type of flavor. Just eat the fucking bread.
That's all it is. So in my brain, umami
Is it toast time?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Take one of the
I
bigger
like
pieces.
this little
You want the
triangle
little one?
fella. Yeah. This,
Take the big chunker.
Why do I got to take the big
What is
chunk
on
of it?
here? What kind of butter are you putting
Is this
on here?
regular? or
Just
is this-
just regular butter and salt.
No MSG.
No MSG. So
So
this is to give us a sense of what this would taste like without it.
So this is not umami,
No mommy.
which is just MSG.
yeah.
I mean, this is really nice bread.
Mm. Oh wow.
Really expensive.
Oh.
Bread's so expensive these days.
Mm.
What kind of bread is this?
I got it from this bakery not far from here.
It's like we're doing a mukbang.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do I have to eat this
Uh-huh.
whole piece of bread?
Put it on the plate.
It's rather big.
Are you afraid of bread?
No, I've just had enough carbs today.
I see.
I'm just a fat little pork boy, and I need to get fatter.
Okay.
I think you could get fatter.
Yeah, right.
I say go for it.
Okay. So that's not umami.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
No, it's dog shit.
Yeah.
Now, what
It's
do we?
garbage.
We can. I mean, if you want to,
That's the control group.
let's control.
Okay. Can you do umami without MSG?
Yeah. Because there's naturally MSG and umami in things like tomatoes, mushrooms, meats,
I keep taking the small one.
cheese. All cheeses have it.
All cheeses have MSG.
As Parmesan, at least. I know Parmesan
Yeah.
does. All right. Do you want? Go ahead.
So this
Yes.
is
I still can't
with
wrap my brain around it.
umami, MSG.
Yes.
Mm.
And then we're supposed to say which one we like better.
No, I mean, we're just talking about the experience.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's got little crunchy bits.
Yeah, there's crunch in there.
You get a little crunch.
Is
So-
it is umami crunchy?
It's crystals.
Crunchy crystals.
So it's got it's like a cheesy kind of thing now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So umami's
No.
just cheese.
It kind of tastes like Parmesan.
It's a little smoky.
There's like a smoothness to it too. Kind of creamy.
Okay.
I'm not getting any cream.
I'll give you some cream.
Ew, Wilfred, stop it.
Both
Unbelievable.
delicious pieces of toast. Thank you so much
Sure,
for the
sure.
hors d'oeuvres.
So,
What a pod.
Oh yeah, you get to taste food.
Yeah.
You guys done that toast pod yet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we come and eat toast.
It's awesome. You get tea and toast. I mean, where else are you getting that?
So I guess it zazzes up the flavor.
Yeah.
MSG does.
Gives it a little bit more complex flavor.
Definitely.
So it's like meat juice.
I don't know what.
I don't know. I think
don't
it's
know
just
what-
sodium. It's just like
I
a.
don't think you're right
It's a.
at all. But I also don't know how to. I don't think you're ever gonna get it.
I don't think so either.
It's a more intense saltiness.
What did people?
I wouldn't say intense. I'd say complex.
Okay. Well, ramped up. Can we say
You
ramped
think
up?
it's saltier?
Elevated. I think
Yeah,
it is
there you go.
saltier.
I just don't think it needs a word.
I think it hangs out in your mouth longer. Like there's more of an aftertaste.
There's
First
a little bit
piece
of a
bread.
tingle too.
Yeah.
You get a little tongue tingle.
So I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
We got bread here, and we got bread that makes your tingle tongue.
Yeah, my tingle tongue.
Yeah. And then everybody's like, "Oh, we need a word for that."
Well, the word was, and the idea of it all, and MSG itself came from this Japanese guy in 1908.
Oh, tell me the story.
I thought you watched that video I sent.
I
you.
wasn't paying attention.
There's a
I
guy.
was sent no
I s-
video.
I skipped forward a lot. I got to we taste tested things.
There's a guy that Japanese guy. His wife was making a soup that that had kelp in it, and
Oh.
she was boiling kelp, and a lot of umami in kelp. And he was like, "Why is this soup so delicious?" And then he did all these tests and boiled it all down, and it ended up with these crystals that were what was MSG. And then he noticed that it was a different flavor profile, and so he was like, "Let's call this umami."
Oh.
And so what umami means is like delicious. Honestly,
He just made that up.
He just
Yeah.
made that up.
Like
oh.
like a band name. He was just like, we will be called umami. Like
Yeah.
the taste will be called. So there's no science really behind it. He just thought umami.
Okay,
sounds-
that's
Yeah.
why I don't like it.
But
Yeah.
then in the 60s, there was this like op-ed piece where this doctor said that Chinese food and MSG caused all these like numbness, like headaches, pains.
I feel it
There is
happening
a-
right
yeah,
now.
there was a war on MSG for sure.
Yes. It's still like kind of going on. When I went around to buy this, I had to go to it was the fourth store that I found this at. I went through 3 other stores and I asked them, "Do you guys have MSG?" And everyone was like,
Like, you a cop?
"No."
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
They radio in. We got a guy looking for MSG.
Yeah. Act natural.
Yeah, Asian guy, obvi. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that guy just made a new flavor, he thought.
Yeah.
So if I just added a little bit of shit to my cookies, I could be like, this is a new flavor. It's
I guess,
bad.
but you're adding shit that already is a flavor.
Poop?
Like if you're I guess
What flavor is poop?
poop is a new flavor.
That's a new flavor.
But when you say
if you add something unedible, then yeah, that's a new flavor.
but when you say this guy was like, why is this soup so good? So he went to his wife, said, let me see that recipe,
Uh-huh.
and then broke down the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
And then how does he get from ingredients to umami?
He I don't know, he's a fucking scientist.
I don't know. Ask him.
That's it. He was just a scientist.
He was a science guy and he
Yeah,
and
1908.
he used beakers and shit.
I'm a science guy compared to that.
Yeah, so that is a good point.
This seems like a guy who likes salt. He was like, why is this so good? Oh, salt.
But sometimes salt there's too much salt.
Probably.
Yeah.
So kelp. So was all MSG from kelp?
Well, kelp, it comes from salt water, right?
Yeah, sure. You guys are really inundating me with like
Hey, you brought up kelp.
We're trying to wrap our minds around it. We're
I re-
lake people.
I should have talked about something way easier to comprehend.
No, this is...
We're 2 white guys in football hoodies.
This is a deep, dark corner someone's looking for. Okay? Someone's like, I need some kelp takes.
Somebody goes on the internet. 2 white guys in football hoodies learning about umami from an Asian man.
Exactly.
And it's just a lot of, wait, hold on. 1908 scientist.
Yeah,
Makes a new flavor.
makes a new flavor.
His wife made it. Really, it sounds like
Well, it was always
he's taking
around.
credit for his wife's soup.
It was always around. He's the one who figured out what it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No
Also-
one else knew what to call it.
So wait, everybody in Japan previous to 1908 was like, "What's this mystery flavor? You guys all
Yeah.
trying this mystery flavor?"
I think they weren't even thinking about it. They were just going, delicious. And then he was like, wait a second, why?
I don't know. I don't know if I guess.
Here's another thing, umami. I don't know if you in that video that I sent you,
I skipped all around it.
umami is in MSG is in everything. It's in like Doritos. It's in all sorts of chips.
Doritos are umami
Lots of umami
because the cheese or the MSG,
because of the MSG mostly.
but cheese no. Even though cheese
Sure,
is
there's some
umami.
cheese in there,
It's
but
a
I don't
nacho
know.
cheese.
I don't. Yes. But it's mostly MSG, probably.
I'm gonna make a new flavor. Apparently, you can just do that.
Well, one thing that I watched a video and they were saying if you take a tortilla chip, and I should have just brought tortilla chips here. You take a tortilla chip and you put MSG on it. It pretty much turns it into a Dorito. That's what they say.
Really?
I don't know if
Okay,
that's true.
so
Are those
homemade
chips over there?
Doritos.
Those are pita chips. We could do that.
Let me try that. I want to see if you can turn a pita chip into Doritos.
Well, I mean, here's a pita. Go take a pita chip.
Is
as
there
a-
MSG on it?
You can do it as a control. No MSG.
I'm just gonna.
This is just. I don't want to crunch into a microphone though.
That's okay. Then crunch a little.
This
far
is an
from it.
ASMR podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go straight into the
This is
MSG.
just a normal.
Do it. You got to control.
I know what pita tastes like.
This is non-flavored. This is just a plain.
No MSG.
Plain pita.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so boring. Oh, throw it up, vomit.
Oh, you want to take a pinch?
Yeah, give me some MSG.
Do you want me to pinch it on, or?
I'll pinch on my own MSG. Pinching on another man's MSG.
So
Hardly
you're
know
saying
you.
this is going to resemble a Dorito
too much?
chip?
No. I'd say just put a good amount so you can.
That's a good
tell the
amount.
difference.
That's a lot of crystal action.
Go ahead.
I have to do this.
Yeah, try it.
Yeah.
I need
Alright.
I need a better surface
Here's
area.
a good one.
What one?
Right there, that bottom one.
Let's see.
Oh, I see what you've done here.
Oh wait, where is it? Okay.
This one. All right, don't go crazy.
Go ahead. You go ahead, pinch it.
It does kind of taste like a Dorito.
All right. Is that not enough? Probably.
Go more.
More?
You're making a Dorito.
Okay. That's enough.
Let me. Yeah.
That's a lot of MSG, pal. All right. See you in Doritoville.
Yeah, he's going to Dorito Town. Analyze it. All over your tongue. Back, front.
Yeah. No, there is. There's something happens.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And I don't know what it is, but it must be umami. Yeah, they're just little MSG shovels, these pita chips. You just get that in your mouth.
Anyways,
Okay. So
Yep.
it's like umami's like a spice that you can add to stuff.
Jeff. You gotta stop.
What you need is
You gotta stop saying that it's like a thing.
I need.
you need a diagram where like umami is like an umbrella, and then all the stuff that's under that umbrella.
I
You
guess
know,
it is
mushrooms,
there's a seasoning to
Coconut
it,
aminos.
Yeah,
but there's just it's not anything that you're saying.
I think it's a seasoning, like
Sure.
oregano.
Yes, it's oregano.
Like you could like if you had like a little jar of MSG, you'd be like, oh, that's my umami seasoning.
That is what this is called. It's called umami seasoning.
Yeah, see, so it is a seasoning.
There you go.
It's not a whole group. Oregano's not a group. Think of that.
That's true. Are there other groups?
Yeah. Is turmeric a thing?
The thing is, umami just falls into like it just occurs naturally in a bunch of shit.
So does oregano.
Like oregano doesn't occur naturally.
Does too. Grows out of the ground.
Oh, and it's just naturally in lasagna.
Yeah. And an Italian guy in
It's in the
1908.
air. In the most kitchens, lasagna is made. Oregano is just floating around.
Yeah.
You actually need
It
to
gets
keep it out.
absorbed.
Yeah, it's airborne. It's an airborne seasoning.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. All right, so I guess I kind of learned something. I've learned that umami is a seasoning.
Yeah. By the way, this is the 50th episode of this podcast.
That's impressive.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe we made it this long.
Golden
I
anniversary.
I wish Gary was here.
I'm glad he's not.
Celebrate with us. You're
Who's
filling in
Gary?
for Gary.
Was it a third host you fired?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, tell him
Yeah.
why you fired him.
Oh, well, Matt's a cat guy, so he will understand.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So Matt,
Do I know this Gary?
maybe
Gary Madera.
I don't know this Gary.
Gary. Well, my lady and I go out of town. We go to Rome.
Oh, your lady.
Ooh,
sounds
out of
sexist.
town, Rome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's out of town, all right.
We're there for 10 days. Gary is watching the cats. I've got 2 cats.
2 cats.
I've got 2 boxes that the cats do their business in.
Sure.
And Gary's 45 and incredibly intelligent.
He's one of the dumbest people in America.
Leave Gary alone.
And honestly, he's in the Philippines now. He's one of the dumbest people in the Philippines.
No.
He, I did everything I could to make sure that Gary knew everything. I even showed him how because we were using different litter, and I was showing him how we scoop it and everything.
This is how you scoop shit, Gary.
Yes.
Do a little shake, get it all out
It sounds
of there.
condescending.
Oh, yeah.
No, but you do want to make sure people know what's up.
Yes. I show it to him. I do the whole thing. I do the whole routine. I come back, and the boxes are just cement bricks.
Oh.
And we asked Gary how many times he changed the box. How many times do you think Gary did that in 10 days?
So he was expected to change the box.
He was
I guess that makes
expected to
sense.
scoop the piss and
Yeah,
and
you
shit
got to
out of there.
scoop, but 10 days is a long day for a box also.
But
Did you ask him how many times you changed it or how many times you scooped it?
how many times did you scoop it?
Okay, okay.
That's what I mean.
I'm going to say, based on what you're saying, that you had 2 cement bricks, that he didn't do it at all.
He did it twice.
No,
in the
he
10
might have done
days.
it 3.
He said 3 after.
This guy's a Gary sympathizer.
I really am.
He really is.
I'll die for that, man.
So he gave it 3 scoops over 10 days, 2 cats, shitting. That's a lot of shit and piss.
And then my cats also. I don't know. We're going over this for the 5th time.
I know, I like making you explain it to every guest.
But Fatso, the big boy,
Yeah.
he just wouldn't piss in the box.
Of course,
for-
they get pissed when you don't clean it. They
Yeah.
don't like that.
for 3 weeks. Took him to the vet. Now he's on Prozac actually.
Oh, is he on Prozac?
Yeah.
How much?
7 milligrams.
Oh, it's a low amount.
much?
Yeah.
I'm on 20 myself,
Yeah.
so I could take a couple of Fatso's pills if I needed.
Well, it's a little thing that it's a pen and I rub it in his ear.
Really?
Yeah.
You
That's
can do
nice.
ear Prozac?
Yeah.
Give me some of that.
You want
That's good.
Oh, yeah.
I wish all cat pills were like that because we had a cat that wouldn't eat back in May. She was sick. She's got
Yeah.
shitty kidneys. She wouldn't eat, and they're like, just give her this pill, and it's like an appetite, whatever.
some? Yeah.
And you can't get a pill in a cat's
Yeah,
mouth.
especially if it's already not eating.
Yeah, it's like you're just trying to jam it in there.
You
We
put
could
it
just
up their
rub
butt?
the ear. That'd be nice. I wish it could go up the butt. I would rather go up the butt than in
Yeah,
the
they're
mouth.
showing you their butt all the time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
that
it's
should
just
be easy.
sitting right
That's
there.
easy. You just
Put it in
throw
a
right
straw.
Yeah, it's like darts or a cornhole. It's literal cornhole.
Yeah. Oh, your cat had shitty kitty kidneys?
Yeah, she's good now. She's great.
Okay.
All right,
But
good.
it was touch and go for a minute. My God.
Yeah. So yeah, he's on Prozac and now he's better. But man, there was a
Well, I mean,
Every
you
day
left
piss.
him.
So wait, so then you were like, you didn't scoop the box enough. You're out of the podcast.
well.
Isn't that crazy?
I-
That's
It's not-
little drastic.
He's a tyrant.
I was more upset with that, and also the fact that I do all the work for this podcast. I do all
Oh,
the
here we
editing
go.
and the posting and
Yeah.
everything,
There we go.
which I'm fine with.
Here we go.
Which I'm usually fine with. I'm gone for 10 days, and I tried to record ahead, but I got COVID, so we had to cancel. So I
Oh,
needed them to
no.
record an episode while I was gone,
Oh boy.
and they did.
We did. It's a great app.
You
But-
gave him a list of chores.
But Gary never edited it. He never
Mm.
posted it. He it got to the point, and Gary just is bad at communicating. All of this is really stems down to he won't communicate with me. He couldn't post the clips because he didn't ask any questions. He didn't scoop the box because he didn't ask any questions.
Huh.
He's nervous.
How did you get mixed up with this character?
this guy actually.
Okay.
He brought him into my
I'm pro
life.
Gary. I brought in Gary. Look, I had a Filipino friend, and I was like, Gary is also Filipino.
That is exactly.
You
what I-
two gotta meet.
Is he living there now? Is he back there living in?
No, he's in the Philippines, dealing with some family stuff.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And hopefully hitting on Filipino women.
he better be.
I told him he had homework.
Gary isn't shunned from the pod. He's just no longer. He's been demoted.
He'll be
Okay.
sprinkled back in.
He'll be sprinkled back in.
I
But
demand it.
I am actually having a good time with having friends on the pod. Guests, our numbers are up. Thank you for welcome to the new listeners. Things are going well.
Do you have that episode of me and Gary somewhere?
Yeah, it's
You
on.
gotta release that.
No.
That was the hottest ep we've ever had.
People
Sure.
want Gary.
Yeah, it was a hot ep.
Oh,
Give us Gary.
We'll take a look and
We
you know
kiss on it
what? Oh, yeah,
for
sure.
a solid minute
Well, there's no
a full
I don't
minute
have the video.
of makeout.
We just have the sounds of you kissing.
I go, oh Gary,
Ooh.
we shouldn't. Wilfred's not here.
We're gonna have to lay some plastic down on the couch.
So yeah, you're two cat men. I'm a dog guy. All right.
Yeah.
The rivalry continues.
So yeah.
Well, we wish Gary the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any Filipino friends?
Just the one.
Oh no.
I know.
What about other Asians?
Other Asians? Huh.
Oh no, he's got to take a sip.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's always a
live near
bad
Brooklyn,
sign.
Chinatown. Those are all my friends. I see them all the time. There's some other Asian friends. I'm just not thinking straight.
Yeah, this is a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it is.
This is a lot. Name your Asian friends. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
not even one other one, huh?
there are tons of them.
What a bummer this
There's
is.
tons of them.
Give us a name.
Yeah.
Come
on.
Give us a name. You want me to name names?
Yeah.
This is like Mao.
Yeah, name one.
Name names.
Name an
your
Asian-
friend
Name
right
an
now.
Asian friend.
Peter Wong.
Oh,
you
there
son
we
of a
go.
bitch, you got it.
Yeah,
You found
I
a
mean,
name.
We've been on some shows together. Me and Pete.
He's a great hang.
Yeah.
Great hang.
Yeah.
Petey Dubs wins again.
Yep. See, I saved it.
Jason Choi.
That's a guy.
All right.
Not friends. I saw him the other day.
I think I was on a show with him once. I think we're friends.
Giant, tall Asian dude.
Giant tall friend.
yeah. He's tired of talking about how tall he is.
Oh, really?
He's got a deep voice, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're
deep
friends.
voice, very tall. And he goes, I was talking to him, he's like, I'm getting tired of talking about how tall I am. And I was like, well, you're tall. You're gonna have to talk about that for the rest of your life.
You can also just stop talking about it.
Yeah, but everybody wants you to say something.
I mean, I don't.
It's like
think
me
so.
going up there and not bringing up my attractiveness.
Oh, my wife's aunt is Chinese. She's great.
There
Schwan.
we go.
Oh, there we go.
Aunt Schwan.
Look at.
Yeah.
And Schwan?
She takes us. I mean, we haven't gone in a while, but she would take us to like the
That's her
restaurants.
first name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's spelled like an X, Schwan.
Oh, got it.
Oh.
Okay, got it.
Like
And-
like a mad TV character.
I'm sure, and
Mr. Schwan.
I actually don't know how to spell. I'm guessing it's an X thing,
XUAN.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but she would take us to all those great restaurants in Flushing, those Chinese restaurants,
Oh.
and then we would sit down, and then the server would come over, and then she would say stuff that we didn't know what she said, and she would be like, "I told them don't give us the food that you give white people."
Really?
Yeah, she got us the inside deal.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
So what? And what's the difference?
I mean the food was really good. I don't know what the
They add
peasants were
MSG.
eating, but
Yeah.
we had the top-notch MSG, pal. Oh yeah.
This is like a high quality MSG.
And that's going to last you a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can I get a little bit of that?
You can, yeah, I'll give you a little.
Give me a little
Siphon off
Ziploc
some
bag.
MSG.
Yeah.
a little cocaine bag.
Yeah, give me a little Coke bag to take home after this. I'm gonna sprinkle it on some stuff.
Ooh, Mami.
Get real
Yeah.
into it. So Aunt Schwan.
And Schwan. And then, they have a daughter. So
That's also an Asian.
Julia. She's half Chinese.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
another Asian person in my life.
There we go. You got it.
Shang
know-
Wang. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
great guy. We're buddies.
All right.
Yeah, that was I mean, honestly, not a fair question because I kind of already knew the answer. But how many Asian friends? I know who your friends are.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I was curious. Can I ask you this? Why do the Chinese use the letter X so much?
I think it's
When-
just a cool letter.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, X is like the coolest.
Most of their names all have
And
like
Z.
there's an X in there, but they don't use X in Mandarin. That letter's not even over there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
X?
Yeah.
Well, it's all written in Chinese.
Oh yeah, sure,
So
sure.
when they come over here, why are they so into the X?
I don't know.
You guys ever think about that?
I never thought about it, but I just I just thought they
I
used
literally,
their.
he's actually.
I just figured they used their X's way better than we do.
I've actually also never thought about it.
We're not using our X's correctly. They're
Yeah?
using them.
We never use the X.
Never.
I think what maybe X is the closest to the sound that they're trying to make.
X?
Yes,
X.
like because it's not an S or really an S.
It's like an SH.
It's kind of an SH.
It's like a Walter Matthau.
It's almost like an SCH.
That's like my last name.
But then they use X. So it's like you would be
I
Jeff
could be
XEE.
Yeah.
I am Jeff Jean.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like it's got like a J. There's almost like a J in there too.
So they're trying to get they're using this unused
Yeah,
letter
X's
over
and
here.
J's can go
Yeah.
next to each other, I think.
Yeah.
Because like it's President G.
Yeah.
And that's X.
Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping.
Yeah.
And it's XIJIN. Xi Jin.
So they're using a letter the English people don't really use.
Yeah.
Finally, we found a use for X. Well,
There
the
we go.
Chinese did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're getting a lot out
They're
of it.
innovative people.
I wonder if
They're
we
getting a
go
lot of
over
miles
there,
out of
we'll use
X.
one of their symbols more.
Oh,
You know?
really?
They'll be like, we never use the
We
symbol
never-
for donkey.
Yeah, they're like, we never use this house-looking symbol. And then what Americans
Yeah, it
are
is a
like,
house.
fucking like making houses all over the place.
Yeah, every American. Yeah, we never use that symbol that says Ted. Interesting. We'll have to get Peter Wong on the horn as well.
Yeah, I think he understands. He
Peter
knows the
Wong,
language.
yeah. He's a Chinese gentleman.
Yeah.
He would get him on the horn.
We'll get him on the horn.
Have him call into the pod. Peter
Yeah.
Wong, call in 1-800
1-800 MSG.
MSG.
Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. You want to go through some advice, Matt?
Oh.
I would love to give advice.
You want to give some advice?
You
out?
know, I'm an older guy. I've got a lot of miles on me. I could give you some good
No.
advice.
Matt's a very intelligent guy. By the
How
way,
old are you?
43.
Really?
That's right. I
look
like that
good.
really. Thank
Yeah.
you.
you look great. I mean, honestly, compared to fucking.
Shut up. It's mostly his mustache. Shave that thing. He's got an old lip.
I'm hiding my old lip.
It's all wrinkles.
Yeah.
Super old man
They're on
lip.
to me. Turn off the lights. Stop the show.
Curls right up into his dentures.
By the way, Matt has put out probably one of my favorite specials of the year.
Thank you.
And it sounds like I'm blowing smoke up your ass, but I really enjoyed
No,
it.
you said that in a private moment to me as well, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah. And then, Matt also was present at my infamous heckle.
Oh yeah, I was hosting.
He was.
Oh, you saw the one that's going to be on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on what? Oh, yeah, you already know. I'm going to be on What Would You Do?
Yeah, I
And
was
that-
there in the back. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything more about that? When you're on the show, did they interview you? Tell me
No,
you get
no,
to
no.
meet the
They're-
guy. Who's the guy's
yeah.
name? John Rickinson.
Quinceanera?
Yeah.
I
Do
don't
they
know.
still
if
use
it's-
the song where it's like what would you do?
Oh, yeah. It's
Wah,
so,
wah,
like,
wah, wah.
still from 99.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, Matt
This
was
is
there.
weird.
Matt also was there. We were at Eastville on Saturday. Heckles that night, too.
I don't. Yeah. Well, you didn't get heckled.
But there was not to the extent of that.
What happened
But-
is you were just trying to talk to people, but you didn't know you were feeding seagulls at the time.
That I wasn't even talking about that, because me and Jeff have had this ongoing conversation, about how there's no real way to measure this, but I and some other Asian comedians, have this theory that Asian male comedians get heckled more than anyone else.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I mean, that could be a good theory. Every time I'm with you, you get heckled.
Yeah,
But
maybe that's because I stink.
no, I don't think so. I don't know about that. You would know. You're the maker of the theory. You're the author of
Yes,
this theory.
I'm the author of the theory, but I'm also almost always the only Asian guy on the show. So it's not like I get to measure this. It could just be myself being the issue.
Yeah.
But your Asian colleagues agree with you. They agree with your
There are
theory.
some that agree with me.
Does
Yeah.
Choi?
Choi didn't give me an answer.
Of course.
Yeah.
So like him.
It's hard to.
Is that how he said
get
it?
a
Because
message all
I
the way.
don't want to give an answer.
Well, he was like, he gave me like a, he was like a, I don't know if I agree, but, and then he said like, you gotta, like, not let it bother you anyways. And I was like, Jason,
He gave you unsolicited advice.
yeah, I'm like, I'm here for a study, not for.
Oh my god.
You got to hang in the pocket, buddy.
Yeah.
He asked you. You asked him a question. He gave you advice.
And
Tall guy move.
But the other day, just like it's just little things, and it's always white women. I gotta say that always white women.
Yes.
I was telling this joke about my cats,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, it's difficult to adjust to having cats. And this white lady in the front was like, "No, it's not."
Oh, nice. She got your
Yeah.
ass.
I was like, "Can you just let me?"
She's like, can you believe this guy's joking up there?
Yeah, you dumb
What a
asshole.
dickhead.
But like, that's the type of shit that I deal with.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time a white woman heckles me, they always just go, "That's so true."
I love that's so true. I would take that
They
more
yell,
than a
"Ow,
laugh. If
my
the whole crowd
knee."
at once went, "That's so true," I would be like, "I'm killing.
Yeah.
This rules."
Ow, my knee! I slapped it too hard. My knee hurts.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, I was talking about the woman that drunk. I don't mean she seemed drunk, but you talked to her at the end of your set on the Late Show on Saturday,
She
And-
wasn't drunk.
and she was like, she said she told a tale. She was like, "I took a cruise and had my heart broken on the high seas,"
Oh, no.
and that's how she talked. And she was like projecting her voice. And then some guy at the other side was like, "What does high seas mean?" It was a
Yeah.
very odd group.
It was I asked someone, how single life is going.
Oh yeah.
My
Rough
fault for
question.
asking towards the end of my set.
Well, it's one of those things too where it's like, you see a comedian, they go, "How's single life?" And the person might go like, "Oh, pretty good," or
Yeah.
"It's okay," or make a face. This lady was like, "Not well."
Yeah.
Oh.
Like speaking loudly and clearly, like was waiting for this moment.
She followed me on Instagram.
Well, she,
I looked at her
Oh.
profile.
Okay.
She's an actress.
There you have it.
And so it kind of all makes sense. Like
She probably thought you were making a reel.
That's true.
I think so.
She saw your mic on your shirt.
I didn't have it on that.
You didn't have the
that
lav
show.
mic.
Yeah, because I thought that show was going to be a failure.
Yeah, she. Probably, I think audiences now are like thinking that every time a comedian goes to the audience, like they're making clips.
Oh yeah,
I
and
better
time to get in
pitch
there.
in.
she's
Yeah.
like, "Uh-oh, here's my
Better
big
do
break."
my part. It's like jury duty for them.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe that's what maybe you bring this on
So
yourself.
what happened
Jason Choi doesn't.
was this lady here, and actually we can start this with the as the advice thing. What would you do? Advice would you give
John
this lady?
Quinceañones. looked it up.
Is she so she was in love with her like god brother.
Whoa.
That's what it
spicy.
was. Which I never heard as a term before. When she said "my god brother," I was
Oh,
like,
wait.
Well, it's like her godmother's son, so therefore her god brother.
which also is godparents
Oh.
a thing where like if your parents get wiped out in some horrific accident, you're supposed to go
Supposed
live
to be.
with the godparents?
Right.
Yeah, you're
That's-
supposed to.
Jumanji rules.
Yes. Okay. That's
Yeah.
helpful. Thank you. So she was hoping mom and dad get wiped out so she could live in that house.
But then they would actually be siblings.
Step.
Well, she said
Step-siblings.
god brother. I mean,
Yes.
stepbrother,
Yeah.
god brother.
You can
know.
sleep with your
So
step
she-
siblings
so
now.
she's
Internet has told me so.
so she's in love with her godbrother. Has been in love with him forever, right?
That's nice.
He not so in love with her.
Oh.
Here's the kicker.
Okay.
He professed his love for her sister.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Older
there's
or
a lot
younger?
of.
I didn't catch. I was trying to end the show.
You gotta get ages out of these.
Well, that was the
women.
thing. Yeah, it was like the end of your set. You're like, you did the old like, I got one more, and then I'll get out of here. And then you asked this lady one question, and it was like, this could have been the whole set.
Yeah, I could have started. I should have
Yeah.
started.
You
here.
could have too.
You were
Yeah.
ending your set. You ask a question. You goofball.
I just didn't know how to get into this thing that was completely not related to the rest of my
What
jokes.
have you been? What were you thinking?
Don't think about that.
Oh,
Ask.
he gets the light. He immediately goes, "So, what's going on with you guys?"
Yeah.
Well, they want me to wrap up, but I'd rather open the floor.
You gotta. Yeah.
Wilfred,
You
what were
take
you
questions.
doing? So,
So wait, what's the question then?
So the question is, what would you? And she's in this situation. What do you do to help this lady out? What's the advice you give her?
I mean, look, if he's not into you and he wants to be with your sister, my only options or only advice I could give was you got to start dressing and acting exactly like your sister.
Oh yeah.
You got to like start borrowing her clothes
Yeah.
and dye your hair whatever color it is, and then just be like, "What's up?"
Yeah. And then
There's
and then
two of us now.
next thing you know, he's accidentally sleeping with you,
Yeah, exactly.
and you're like, what?
You got a single white female that whole situation.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I got to know more about what is it an older or younger sister?
I think they're close in age. I don't know if it,
Irish twins? Did you ask him that?
let's assume Irish twins.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
is it going to be? Is this scandalous? Is this going to be like frowned upon by other family members, other God members?
Yeah, the
Are
God
they going to be
family?
like these two? Gross.
I feel like it's open now.
Okay,
It's
she
like
opened the
out-
floodgates.
Yeah, I think it's out in the air.
And also, why do you profess love to the wrong sister? About the other sister? Just go straight to the source.
So yeah, I mean, is the timeline of events? She goes, "Hey, God, brother, I got to tell you, we've always gotten along. I'd love to." And then he
Yes.
was like, "Well, funny you mentioned that because I'm a little more into your sister,
And I think that they're together.
and now they're together."
I think they might be an item.
Oh, good
Oh well,
for
the
them.
advice is that it's over then.
Yeah.
and you've lost.
Move on,
Yeah.
lady.
Yeah,
But I still think you can dress and look like your sister.
yes, I think you still
and then
can.
accidentally get banged by the guy.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
you can work at that.
Yes.
I think that's the R word.
Retarded.
Wilfred, we're not that kind of podcast. We're not real ass.
All right, here's another one. Should I not attend my best friend's wedding? So let's say Kevin and I have been best friends since we were 11, inseparable as kids into adulthood.
This is two dudes.
Kevin is his friend.
Okay.
Let's say his name is Brian. Okay.
Kevin and Brian, friends since 11.
Kevin moved to Aspen around 5 years ago, and although we don't see each other daily or weekly anymore, our bond still remains.
Beautiful.
I had my bachelor party in September and got married in October.
Good.
Kevin called me and told me he couldn't make it to either event and he regretted it. But
Okay.
it's because he couldn't get the time off, et cetera, et cetera. I did feel like he was sincere about it, but knowing him and knowing his traits, I 1,000% stand by my gut feeling that if he truly wanted to be there with us, he would have been there. He also did not. He also didn't send a gift or, at bare minimum, a card. Just a phone call. About 2 weeks ago, after our wedding, he went to Hawaii for 10 days with his girlfriend he's been with for just a year.
Nice.
And just before Christmas, they were in Minnesota for some 3 days at an EDM music festival
Oh yeah.
or something like that. It really grounded my gears to see that.
Ground is
Well, where does Brian live? Because we know Kevin went off to Aspen.
Not in Colorado.
Because that's another thing. It's a destination wedding. That makes it tough.
Okay. Well, actually, so found out 2 weeks ago he is getting ready to propose and all that. And in my mind, I am already preparing to not go to any event associated with their wedding
Wow.
unless it is somehow local, which I doubt because he is in Colorado. So he's not in Colorado, wherever he is.
Okay.
And his future wife is born and raised there. I can afford to go. I have plenty of PTO each year, but I'd rather save my time and resources. Him not showing up to my events as a 20-plus year best friend made me chalk up our current relationship to I just see him 2 times a year, and we talk on the phone once a month. I doubt that'll ever change unless he moves home. He's asking, am I an asshole?
Oh.
Well, it just sounds like his mind is made up, and it's like he can tell himself a million things, but it seems like he wants revenge. He wants that revenge snub.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't come to mine, I'm not going to go to yours. But it's weird because he also presented it like he really trusted Kevin and believed his sincerity and his regret and his remorse for not going.
How would you feel? Well, you had a bunch of people not show up to your wedding mostly because you didn't want them there, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't care.
You didn't want that many people.
I
there.
wanted so
Well,
few people there.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. You know, I'm a married guy. You don't give a shit who doesn't go. I mean, obviously you want to see certain people there, but like, if people
Who's
can't.
your best man?
I didn't have a best man. We didn't do any wedding parties.
Okay. So it sounds like Kevin would have been his best man.
Well, if you ask someone to be your best man and they don't come, that's different. But like, if he didn't ask him to be the best man, it sounds like they've got a whole problem communicating altogether.
Yes, they have a communication problem overall.
Yeah, so he needs to. I think he just needs to talk to Kevin.
Yeah,
You know, Kevin, I'm mad at you for not coming to mine.
that's what it is. You
Yeah.
just got to have that talk because
Squash that beef.
you are kind of being an asshole if you're going to sit there and be like, you know what? I've got the money, I've got the time, and
Yeah.
I'm not going, baby.
Yeah.
Very
I'm
passive.
Meet me in
aggressive.
Hawaii,
actually
asshole.
already going to be there.
Yeah, that's what you should do. Just show up to town and see a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I honestly think that's the issue. Is like you need to call your buddy.
Yeah,
and
if you
have
talk
a
to him once a month on
conversation.
the phone, anyways, just talk to him on the
Yeah.
phone.
Yeah, and you say the bond is still there.
Yeah,
But I think I wonder. I think one of the things he's reconsidering is, am I closer to this guy than he is, or do I consider him a closer friend than he does me?
Yeah.
Because that imbalance can really fuck up a guy.
Yeah. So
But there's an earned thing there with the 20 plus years of friendship and knowing each other since you were kids, and if it's one of those things where like when we hang out or we talk, we just pick up where we left off. It's not like there's no awkwardness or like what do we talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, they pick up where they left off in like 5th grade.
It sounds like he really loves his friend and wants to get back at him.
Yeah.
yeah, he's mad.
He's mad, and he does need
Just
to
go to
talk.
the wedding.
Just go to the wedding.
Go to the wedding. Just go to the wedding, and then like
Be
also
the bigger man. Go to the wedding. And be like,
Or
is this so fucking hard?
Go
Here
to the
I am."
wedding, cause a scene.
Yeah,
There you
exactly.
go.
There's a whole list of options. There's a
Yeah.
whole tier of
Yeah.
packaged deals. You could show up and just be a polite guy, but you're right.
No.
Show up, eat as much as you can, get
Kiss
drunk,
his
throw
wife.
up. Yeah.
Oh, this is terrible advice.
That's how you win.
I would go and then also plan a second trip around it. You know? So that way you're like, well, I'm just going to go pop in. But really, if you are still mad, you'd be like, well, I was just mainly wanting to come to the trip anyways. Or you can have fun and have a nice time. Be like, oh, and I get a little trip.
Yeah, or you could just snub him at the wedding, like not talk to him. You go there to the
Wilfred,
wedding, and then you
no.
hang out with your mutual friends.
Yeah. You got to shake his
And
hand
then-
and pull back.
Yeah.
Sigh.
And then you can start spreading rumors about him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
my
this is how you
God.
get back.
All right. I would go.
But if you go, you should just be nice and give a huge gift.
yeah, go.
Make him
So
feel
really,
small.
just take it in the ass.
No,
Matt?
make him feel small because then this Kevin guy is going to be like, God, I didn't go to his wedding and then I just went to Hawaii and posted a bunch of pics, proving I spent
That-
a bunch of money in Hawaii.
Does that ever work though?
What?
Where you're like, oh man, I guess I didn't do the nice thing that he did for me.
I think it does sometimes.
I think it works. I think most humans, I feel like they're letting the people around them down.
Oh. I disagree with that. But
Yeah, Jeff thinks that everyone
Yeah.
around him is lucky.
Yeah, you're all lucky to be around me.
No, I always struggle with it where I feel like I'm like, man, I'm not being a good friend to this person, or I'm
I
not,
feel the
Really?
same way.
Both
Or-
of you feel that way?
or I feel like
Yeah.
I'm not,
I feel that way about you all the time.
Oh no.
definitely. And then I quit drinking, and then I feel like some of my friends who like our identity was like getting drunk together. I feel like I don't see them anymore, and I feel bad. It's just like, well, I don't really like go out
You
to
gotta
bars.
you gotta
anymore.
start handing those Ricolas.
Yeah, I gotta start
Matt's addicted to Ricola now.
What?
It's
the
a
cough
little
drop.
The cough drop?
Ricola.
Yeah.
You want one?
Maybe in a little bit.
They're very good.
All right. So
Wilfred
you stopped
is
drinking and you
concerned
lost
about-
friends?
No, I don't think I lost friends. I'm just saying sometimes I feel like I've turned into like a guy who just if I'm not doing shows, then I'm just gonna like probably be home hanging out with my wife and cats.
We're older.
Yeah.
though. I was.
Yeah.
Dave
I don't
Ross,
really desire to go out and be out past midnight and listening to loud people who
Yeah.
are fucked up.
Yeah.
On Saturday, on my way to Eastville, I run into Dave Ross.
Okay.
And
Hey,
he's
Dave
like,
Ross, it's me, Wilfred.
he's like, hey,
I'll
we're
take
gonna
us
go.
down.
We're gonna go. I'm meeting up with like Graham K and some other. I forget who else was on.
Some other people.
Sam Evans.
Sam's gonna be there. Joe Nunnick's gonna be there.
Joe Nunnick was there.
You're really
Yeah.
guessing the whole guest list. That's
I saw it on
perfect.
Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Because he told me the story Saturday, and I was like, wow, this guy is nailing it.
But he was like, yeah, we're all gonna hang out. So come over after your last spot.
Get over here, bro.
And I didn't get off stage till like 11:30 maybe.
Yeah, everything goes.
And
oh, I'm so tired.
I texted Dave. I was like, man, I wish we lived in the same city when we were younger men. We're too old to be friends.
Wilfred,
to, like,
what a
make
lame
friendship.
thing to text. I wish we were in the same city as you. I love you, Dave.
All right, thanks.
No, I get what you're saying. No, because I feel like
You can't be vulnerable at all with this guy.
You can.
You give him any little ounce of like a look at your heart, he's gonna find a way to
Oh,
spear it.
here we go. I'm gonna get a text from Wilfred later on. I wish you didn't say those things
Yeah.
about me in front of Matt.
I'm gonna cut that all out of the podcast.
You really hurt me deep down, and I would like to talk to you about it privately. So you didn't go and hang out with Dave Ross?
No, because I wanted to go home.
Well, honestly, I saw the story. That's how I know Joe was there.
Yeah.
And the story was Sam Evans looking at his phone and then somebody flipping him off as he didn't notice him
that's
flipping.
a
I was
good
like,
point. I mean,
"You're
a
not
lot of it
missing
is
anything."
just people looking at their phones in a room anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm glad to be rid of these alcoholics. They're wastoids and they just drag us down.
Yeah.
Well put.
No drinkers on the couch.
That's right. This is the way it should be.
Yeah. MSG and Ricola.
All right. How do you deal with the slow realization of how fucked life is as you get older?
Oh, wow.
Matt, this
what,
one was for you.
What timing?
Oh, I mean, repeat it again. Take it
Well,
from the top.
I'm gonna do the whole thing.
Okay.
The headline though, how do you deal with the slow realization of how fucked life is as you get older? All right? Here's the body. I'm only 25 and I used to be a very optimistic and happy person, but it gets harder to be that way each day.
Oh,
Wow,
no.
this guy's feeling this way at 25?
As I've gotten
That's
older,
terrible.
I've noticed how depressing and fucked life can truly be. There's so much death, hatred, pain, greed, destruction, etc. This guy's really on the news.
Yeah,
you know?
here we go.
Yeah.
Destruction in the world, and it seems to get worse every day. The climate is fucked, and we're only making it worse. So many people are dying pointless deaths. Everyone is becoming more lonely. All I see is pain in almost everyone I know and meet. There's fewer and fewer moments of happiness. I've lost hope of things ever really getting better, and just try to focus on what I have in the moment.
Wow.
Ugh,
But all
was I
that-
a musician?
Yeah, but all the happy moments seem to pass by before I can even enjoy them. I know it's practically guaranteed that I'll experience some awful things before I die, and it's getting harder to ignore that. I've got lots more to say, but just wanted to see if other people feel this way and how they deal with it.
Well, it's interesting because it seems like this person at least is putting in an effort to be present.
Sure.
They're saying, like, I'm trying to enjoy the moment in the moment, but it goes by so quickly that I can't even enjoy the moment. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you gotta, I guess, try harder, but I don't know. I mean, like, this person's a deeply troubled person.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
at 25, if you're feeling like, wow, I mean,
I think they're online too much.
Or-
Yeah.
You look at the world through the lens of the internet.
of course.
It's all gonna look like the world is ending, everyone's dying, whatnot. But if let's say you're just gaming with your boys, not so much, no real death there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you got to create some separation
Yeah.
from the news cycle for sure. And it sounds like also he's at least come to terms with the fact that the universe is random and cruel, and it is to everybody. I feel like that's how in those moments I'm like, because sometimes you just have one of those days where you're like, everything's happening to me.
Yeah.
I'm having a bad day, but it's like, no, everyone's having a bad day.
Everyone's
I guess
coming
that's
in
what this
their own
guy's saying.
pants.
Yeah, everyone is.
Wait, what'd you say? Did you go dirty?
Yeah.
Oh,
I went blue.
Oh,
You know I hate that.
Wilfred. Oh,
I gotta go
Wilfred's
blue.
talking about
Ugh.
semen again.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, you just have to know that everyone's going through it. Also, it's not just you. Like, what an
Sure.
asshole to put
But
it
that's
all
also
on you.
part of that's part of like what makes the bonds with other people better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's got to create a separation from the news cycle and go hang out with some friends.
What do you think, Jeff?
Oh yeah. Don't worry about it. That's what I would say.
You know,
I would put down my newspaper like, don't worry about it.
yeah.
Also,
You know,
yeah, don't worry about it is actually good advice because this person's only 25.
you're 25.
Like you should be.
Do you think that they should worry about like all of these things, climate, all this shit, especially climate in particular?
Of course.
Do you think they should worry about it more than you at 43?
Probably.
Nah.
But I think we'll figure out climate. I think we're on it.
Yeah, me too.
I think
thinks
it's
the
it's
same.
easy to focus on the doom and the gloom of our own government, but it's a whole globe happening, man, and there's people who
Yeah.
care, and I think there's enough people who are fed up with this shit, and I think we'll figure it out. I mean, the planet's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll figure itself
We'll
out.
just move north.
Or it also maybe it's all you got to do is
We'll
look
just
at it.
terraform another planet.
Yeah.
Maybe you just look at it like in a different way, like the modern monetary theory, and then you go, "Oh, there is no problem."
Yeah, there you
I
go.
like
You just-
that.
You just
Yeah,
you're like, there is no problem. Then let's just live our lives.
exactly. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. With if everybody is in the shit, then we're all in the shit. It's not just you.
Yeah.
So just put down the computer and stop looking for advice on Reddit and go somewhere and connect with someone. Connect with
Yeah.
human beings.
Yeah.
Get offline.
Do a
Find yourself
podcast.
some meaning. Try some toast with some fucking MSG on it.
Yeah,
How does
that's
that go down the
nice.
hole?
You know,
Yeah.
I used to worry about the climate a lot when I was in one of my 20s. I was one of those.
I did it for like maybe I was like in dread for like 6 months.
I was in dread for quite a while, from like 26 to 29. I was very much like, oh God, is my comedy career even going to take off if the
Yeah.
world's on fire? What am I doing this for?
Well, yeah, because they kept telling us they're like
Mhm.
20, whatever the year was. They're like, we don't have enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was be like,
things.
oh, society's going to collapse and water's going to be scarce and no one's going to hear my
Yeah.
jokes.
And it's no one's gonna hear my jokes. I'm gonna have to make jokes about water being gone.
But I think you get older, and now it's like 10 years since I had that dread. And I'm like, oh, this stuff moves so slow.
Yeah,
I'll be long dead before
Yeah.
I even notice the difference.
And if there's also there's a thrilling element to being around for the end of the world. I mean, like if you're
Yeah.
really there for the end of the world, pretty cool. You're gonna learn some things about yourself.
I was listening to this podcast, and they were talking about how in moments of like when awful things are happening, like when London was getting bombed during World War II, there was more community and more actual like happiness because everyone felt like they had a purpose and everything. Less people had to go to like therapy during that time
that makes sense.
than their actual normal day lives. Same thing. I think people felt that way about COVID in New York City. You know, there's a little bit more. There's more community. There's like we're all going through this awful thing. I mean, I think you and I were on Zoom every week.
Oh yeah, we had like a comedy show.
Yeah.
we did a comedy
Aw.
show.
But
4
yeah,
comedians and a bouncer.
yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it's fine. Do you ever hear, the libertarians are all about the 4 turnings?
What's
Did you hear
that?
about the 4 turnings?
I don't know about the 4 turnings. I'd love to hear about
The
that.
4, apparently there's 4 cycles, like generational cycles. And it's what is it? It's like war and havoc, prosperity, turbulence, collapse. And that's just the 4 cycles that we go through.
War and havoc.
But how is war and havoc different from
prosperity,
turbulence?
turbulence, collapse.
War, it's in the most recent one. They say we're in the 4th one right now. It's war and havoc is like World War II was that time, and then prosperity was like the 1950s and 60s.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then the 80s and 90s was the turbulence, like things were kind of like Reagan and shaking up.
AIDS,
Yeah,
AIDS, crack
yep, yep.
cocaine,
breakdancing,
And then the despair and what was the other last one or something like that? Collapse. Things start to fall apart. We're in that one now. Things are starting to fall apart. And then we're gonna go into war stuff, which they think is starting to pick up.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
And then we're going to prosperity, and then that's
okay.
just the cycle that's been happening for thousands of years.
So actually, this all worked out for us pretty well because we're all out of war age now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be like the old people during World War II.
Yeah.
We'll be home
War
listening
and
to the
havoc,
radio.
and then prosperity is next.
Yeah,
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
We're gonna get some prosperity.
we'll get
That's
a
coming
taste
next.
Prosperity's next.
of it. Mhm.
Oh man!
I mean, well,
that's
no.
all you had to say.
Actually, no,
You have to tell this guy prosperity's next.
War and havoc is next.
Okay, but like we said, we're the old guys who don't have to go.
He might.
Oh yeah. 25. Yeah.
If Warren Havoc turns in the next like 4 years, he might.
Mm-hmm. But that's the theory. And then what they're saying is a lot of these conservative guys, like the Musks and all of them, these tech conservatives, they're trying to speed up these last two, and that's why they're so like anti
Collapse and Warren Havoc, or
yeah,
collapse
they're trying
and
to
turbulence.
They're trying to like rip the Band-Aid off. And
They want to
that's why
get to
they're like,
prosperity now, baby.
yeah, they're trying to like push it faster, and that's why they're doing all these heinous things that were like, why are they doing this? It seems so bad.
Oh, that's why.
That's what they
Okay,
think.
so you're saying Diddy was having all these sex parties to get to prosperity.
Diddy was trying to help. Yes, Diddy was doing his. Diddy knew.
Diddy knows. It's all for society.
He's our sacrificial lamb.
Yes,
He's our Jesus Christ. I will die for you.
that makes sense.
But that's like a big libertarian thought.
okay,
All right.
I've been dipping into the libertarian YouTube sphere.
all right.
That's probably how I got on that money theory thing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That was interesting.
I freaking love YouTube.
This modern monetary theory.
YouTube's great.
I can't get enough.
I can't. Yeah, it's the best.
I've been watching Vegas Matt play slot machines every night.
You know what though? People have told me like I've had ladies be like, guys love YouTube, and I think it is a particularly guy thing.
Is that right? Women
I
are
think-
just not interested in YouTube.
So Sarah,
they don't have the attention spans.
60-second
Take me
clips
away.
and purses. That's all they can.
They see one ad, they're like, "Get me out of here."
But like Sarah Talamash was telling me that their podcast videos, it's still like 85% men that watch their
On
YouTube
YouTube.
clips.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, YouTube
Even-
is also a lot of history stuff.
yeah.
And men seem to love that stuff.
Love history and sports.
And yeah, that's the thing. It's archived all of the stuff we've been into the whole time. Like I gotta see some wrestling interviews. You know, I
Yeah.
got some shoot stuff and some old matches from the '80s. It's all there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, YouTube does have all that stuff that we are like, oh, the big
it's-
match from the 80s, or what
and-
happened to Germany after World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like tons of like you could think of any. One of my favorite things to do is to, like take your favorite mix you have on Spotify or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hit shuffle on that thing. Whatever song comes up, pause that song, and then look for a live version of it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And there are so many like unbelievably like well-produced multi-camera concerts from like the 70s and 80s where you're like, now I'm just watching, you know, Tears for Fears, rip it up. All right.
Time traveling.
Yeah.
It also like you really can type in anything that you might think is like an issue. There's a documentary on it. There's absolutely a documentary
Yes.
on it.
Yeah, a lot of docs.
I was like, MSG, huh? And then typed in MSG, sent him a doc. There's like at least 15 more.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're like Denver Airport. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a lot of good ones
A
about
lot of
that.
woodworkings.
Yeah.
I like watching the table get made.
That's also on TikTok.
Yeah, but it's like a speed. I want the full.
Give
Give me a 40-minute version.
I want the 40-minute version at 3 times speed.
Oh, Wilfred, no.
Yeah.
3 times speed.
You can't
Yeah.
even enjoy it.
So everyone's just talking like chipmunks?
They're not saying nothing.
Oh, okay.
They're just buzzing wood.
Oh,
through
I
a-
see.
through
You
a
want
table saw.
No,
circular
I
saw.
want longer versions.
Okay. Let's see. We've got time for one more.
All right. So that guy's he's got to loosen up.
So we-
yeah, I mean 25-year-old, you gotta
World's fine.
Yeah.
It's just not
Shut
gonna happen
up.
in your lifetime.
I guess let's do this one. Let's
Orgasm
No,
tips.
I'm.
Read me that one privately.
You want me to whisper it to you?
yeah. Give me some tips. I've never had
all
one
right.
in a while.
This one is my boyfriend is extremely insecure.
Oh boy.
I don't know if this is the other one is my mom won't stop buying Temu.
Ooh, they're both interesting.
What is Temu again? That's like a
Temu's like Chinese.
Live like a billionaire.
rip off
Right.
Amazon.
Oh, I thought that was DHgate.
Similar.
Okay.
That's gonna be part of Trump's tariffs too.
Temu?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Their stuff is so cheap because it's subsidized or something, or they don't have to pay the tariffs or whatever. There's some kind of thing that Trump's gonna shoot. So Temu's gonna shoot up in price.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm
Man.
telling you, man. I watch so much freaking YouTube.
You're YouTubed up. All right, my boyfriend is extremely insecure. My boyfriend has become extremely clingy. To be for context, he's 18, she's 19.
Okay.
Nice.
Some background: we've been dating for a year now. We began dating our senior year of high school, and we're even friends previously. My boyfriend is handsome, kind, and everyone that knows him really loves him. However, recently his behavior has changed drastically, and I can't seem to figure out why. Here's what's been happening. So I plan to move into the dorms and start college.
Oh, there it is.
But he tried to deter me from
over.
going.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I know. He's seen yeah.
Oh, you're
I heard
going
18,
to the dorms?
19. I'm like,
Yeah.
if you're not getting hitched, it's over.
Yeah.
Even though the school is only 30 minutes away. He
Oh,
said
yeah.
that was too far, and it was better if I stayed in our small town until we have money to move in. And she also I hate our small town, and he knows this. He's very negative about anyone that I'm friends with. For example, I'm close with my cousins, but he'll cousins, huh? I'm close to my cousins, but he'll often talk negatively about them, saying their personalities are too much. Interesting.
Hey, it sounds like something I would say.
Yeah,
Those cousins are a lot.
They're too much.
You've said that. I can name 5 comedians that you've said that about.
Oh, most
Yeah.
comedians are too much.
Agreed. That's
Right.
a good take.
Jeez Louise.
He wants to be touching me constantly, and I'm someone who needs space. A few days ago, he got upset with me for not holding his hand enough during my brother's basketball game.
Ugh.
He'll often kiss me while I'm in a conversation with someone, or
Oh,
cuddle with me to the point where it's distracting.
dump him.
That also sounds horny.
Yeah, he's all horned
He's
up.
18.
Sure.
He's got his.
But kissing someone in the middle of a conversation when they're talking to someone else, it's just like you need help.
Yeah.
So wait, is he also graduated from high school?
I don't know.
Is that what they said?
I
They're
think
both
so.
out?
I
Or
think so.
is he maybe he's 18, so maybe he's a senior, an older senior in high school, and she's a freshman in college.
There's 2 more bullet points. Should I get to those?
All right.
Yeah, get to the
he'll
bullet
talk
points.
negatively about how gay men hang out with girls, and if I were to hang out with a gay man, or any man for that matter, he'd break up with me. All right, that's a whole other thing.
Oh, this sounds like this guy's on YouTube too much.
Yeah. Lastly, I've become afraid to speak my mind. I find myself apologizing for arguments he started, or just agreeing with what he says, so he won't be upset. All of this really upsets me because it never used to be like this. He used to be so supportive and great, but maybe I'm just overthinking. Any advice?
Dump him.
Leave him.
Yeah.
He's got to go.
Yeah, I mean, if you're only at this point, rewarding traits are like he's nice and he's handsome and kind.
Handsome, kind, and everyone that knows him really loves him.
That's not good enough.
Yeah.
This all sounds horrible. Now you're fighting with him and defending him and
Sounds
trying
like
to
it
fight
used to
off
be.
his advances, and he just sounds like he's immature.
Yeah, I mean, he probably is. He's 18.
Sure. Also, I never had a girlfriend at 18, so I don't know what this guy.
Yeah, I didn't have one.
I don't know. I have
yeah,
no
you
advice.
Did. Your girlfriend was 14.
Yeah. Not when I was 18. She was 15 when I was 18.
He dated a freshman while he was a senior.
That's totally normal, though. I feel like a lot of 18-year-old dudes.
You don't have to say that.
But
I'm just letting you know. It's not mandatory to be nice to Jeff. And,
What?
and
I like
back
Jeff.
him on this.
It's not. You act like it's a crazy thing. Was it celebrated? No. Was it out of the world? Also no.
Yeah, if the world is high school, it's still in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We didn't survive after I left high school.
Oh, really? What happened?
We broke up.
Why?
I went to a college to hang out with some friends and fooled around with a college girl.
There you go, and you did the right thing.
You know,
said,
as you do.
Did you fool around with a college girl before you broke up?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I
yeah.
feel like that's also like that's.
I cheated on my high school girlfriend.
I assume that's what most 18 and 19-year-olds would do if they had
Yeah.
a younger.
You think that
Partner.
more like because with Pauly going around and being so popular amongst like people in their 20s and 30s, it should be more popular around this time.
Yes, it
I
should be accepted.
But this is also the most insecure time.
That's
to be
true.
a
That's true because
person.
you don't know who
Yeah.
you are. You think everyone's better than you. I don't know. It's tough.
And they're actually more conservative than we are.
Well, what's the thing
younger
about him not
generations.
wanting her to hang out with other guys? He says he'll break up with her if she hangs out with other guys.
Yeah, especially gay guys.
Only. Oh, so he doesn't even want her hanging out with gay guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's riddled. He's scared.
This guy sucks.
She's got to cut him loose.
This guy's terrible.
Plus, you're 19. You're going to a dorm room.
Yeah.
You don't want that guy hanging around.
There's gonna be so many schlongs and vaginas, whatever it is that
Oh,
you
yeah.
need. It's
Schlong
gonna be
festival.
close to you.
Oh my
You can,
goodness.
we
you
touched.
can
We touched behind
yeah.
You
You
like
guys
that?
can be kissing whatever you need. The dorm's gonna put it all right there for you.
Yeah, I never dormed, but I hear it's wild in there.
I
You didn't
dormed.
dorm either?
No, I commuted.
Man,
I
you
went to a
like guys.
Buffalo college, so I just it was just like high school part 2. I just got in my car and
Same here.
went to college. Yeah,
Oakland Community College.
Canisius College. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was fun.
What's it like to be a liberal elite, Wilfred? You're in between two working class guys.
it was pretty good. The dorms are nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Were you always getting sucked off in those things?
No, I wish. I wish.
No parents around.
I was looking at people get sucked off.
Yeah.
Though. I was like,
Freaking
man,
suck
those
fest.
those two, they're gonna have a fun night.
Man.
That room's gonna smell different after that.
I had to freaking pick up my girlfriend from high school.
Yeah. Drop her off at piano lessons.
Yeah. Then that friggin', can you believe it? It didn't last.
Yeah, I didn't understand relationships in high school. I didn't get why people wanted a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Now I get it because they were having sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, why? Don't you want to hang out with
You
your
couldn't
friends?
imagine that?
No, because I was in my head. I'm like, I just want to hang out with my friends.
Oh, okay.
You didn't have
Having
any...
a girlfriend seems like so much work and a distraction. I got a paper route, I'm a dishwasher at this restaurant. I got a whole life going on. I can't squeeze a
Yeah.
girlfriend into this.
You weren't curious about girls
No,
at
I
all?
definitely was. Like I liked girls, but like I didn't.
Were you a horny teen?
Yeah, were you
Of course,
horny
I
at
was a
all?
horny teen, but like I just didn't think I could do it. I didn't think I was boyfriend material.
Oh, low self-esteem.
Yeah.
And then low self-esteem, exactly. Then you look back and you're like, oh, people were just having sex. I should have been having
Yeah.
sex.
Yeah, I was oozing self-esteem
Yeah.
in the lower classes.
Well, I could have
He
used
was-
some of that.
He was the coolest amongst the freshmen.
Yeah. I was like, any of you want beer? Beer?
Well, Matt, thank you for coming on the pod.
I had a great time.
We love it when you're here. It's such a sad thing is you live on the other side of Brooklyn.
Yeah, but it's not even that bad. Even coming here, I'm like, the D to the M, it's not that bad.
Oh, you took the train?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You
What's wrong
took
with
the
that?
D to the M?
Is that wrong?
Dick to the mouth.
I took the D to the M, folks, okay? And it wasn't that bad. I liked the D to the M.
Yeah.
I stood up the whole time that D was in my M.
Oh, yeah. I'm more of a D to the A guy. We're
Yeah.
having fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming. We'll have you on again.
Please
The
have
D to
me
the
on.
M is not that hard, apparently.
It's not. It's real because I live near 36th Street. I don't have to tell you the whole route, but it's
Yeah.
you get it. It's
We
two
get it.
trains. That's
All
not
right.
so bad.
All right.
Let me plug my special.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You said I had a special before, but I gotta tell these people what it is.
Yes, that's right.
You're,
I will press
can I do
stop.
my thing?
Don't stop it yet.
Cut it out. Edit this out. I don't want this
I'm
in.
not putting your D in my M until I get this out there. God damn it! I have a special called "Take a Sniff." It is on Joe List's YouTube page. Please watch it.